You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.
Hey,
what's up?
John is not here, and the reason John is not here is not actually his fault today.
I'm
not feeling too well, and last thing I want to do is get John sick. A man of his advanced age, so I'm a little sluggish today, and I apologize in advance for that. So we'll try to muscle through this. So we sent John home. However, he did bring me a John Cole sandwich, so that's
nice.
But I don't know that I can really eat it. So
man, not feeling that good, huh?
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of crappy.
Well, it's really nice of you to look out for John and his future vacations.
Well, I mean, again, and I'm not even kidding. Men our age, we got to be careful, what we catch there. And John's had, obviously, most of our longtime viewers, they know. He through the years he's battled some health issues. So the last thing I want to do is get him sick and stuff. And that's 2 hours sitting right next to each other. That's a little bit. So I was willing to wear a mask, but we left the decision up to him, and I understand.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So and weird, dude. I'm glad to hear that, dude. About what they found in your skin. So that's cool. Thank you, Jay Burns. I appreciate you the thought. We got a ton of books. How you been, buddy?
Man, I'm doing good. I went to a show over the weekend. Found some good stuff. Met a couple people from the comic community on Instagram, and I was able to flip the books that I found for a couple Game Boy Colors that I'm hoping to refurbish. So yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Very cool. All right, so what do we got tonight? We got a ton of books. The key bronzes that we've had on consignment, which we were going to send back, but it's been moving. So we've made an arrangement to kind of keep it a little bit longer. I don't know how long that's going to go. We got to tally up with the consignor tomorrow. So it's day by day, but we do still have them. We have some back issues that our new buddy Alex, not Alec, but Alex with an X, has been putting together for us. So that's been pretty cool, and as well as incentives. And then we have, because I don't know, Ron's in the house, and for Ron and our other sketch cover fans, we do have some sketch covers. Which JD, let me know if you've gotten those yet.
I have. I said I have. If you didn't, yeah, I have them.
All right, cool. Yeah, and we're that's some great news, bud. But they can do it with acid drops now. Don Johnson, what's up, man? Let's see. So, hey to everybody in the house again. As I said, not feeling too well today, so it's going to be, who knows? Going to be kind of an interesting show. No idea what direction this is going to take.
You think it's just allergies, or
no? I don't think so. I don't really have allergies. I think I've caught something or something. I usually am pretty good. I don't, part of it has to do with the fact that I have a limited exposure. A good chunk of our office still works remote. There's, not a whole lot of people here. He's got the Rona. Luckily, I have my free test at home, so I'm going to test as soon as I get home. But what I genuinely think is that the only Dynamite flu, the only place I could have been exposed is my daughter's softball team. Bunch of kids, it's like petri dishes. So I was kind of not feeling too good last night. Thought, it's just maybe I'm tired. Woke up this morning and really was not feeling it, bro. Not feeling it. So, but it happens. I can't complain.
It is spring too, man. It's that time right now. Mix of all the weather, the pollen, people finally getting back outside. It's all of it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, I'm feeling a little achy right now, so that's a little weird. Yeah, the achiness concerns me a little bit. But they've hermetically sealed the door. I hope I don't have to go to the bathroom to make sure my germs don't leak out of this room. I'll have to climb through the window to leave for home tonight. Yeah. And you know what? I'm so spacey today. John Spilios, my man. I thought you were coming tomorrow, and I'm thinking, man, if I'm sick, I'm not coming in to get everybody else sick if it gets worse. I'm thinking I'm going to miss John Spilios, and I'd miss Ron Shepard when he came down. But turns out to come next week. So that's the kind of day I've been having, a little spaced out. But so hopefully Tylenol is your friend, no doubt.
What's John? What are you doing? What's John doing in the area?
John, I'll let John explain it, but I believe that his wife had a function or something else in the New Jersey area.
Nice.
Yeah, Gabe, I agree, man. The incident of cold and flu is very low, so I don't know what's going on with me. Maybe just, somebody gets it even when the incident's very low.
I'll tell you what, not to put thoughts in your head, but both times that I've had the coronavirus, I was very achy, like beyond achy.
Well, I'm gonna have to test as soon as I get home then. Gabe, gotcha, buddy. It's nice to have family members that are in the healthcare field. What's weird is though, okay, John Spilios. Oh, that you mentioned that. I'm sorry, dude. I'm warning everybody. I'm not all here today, so I'm gonna get things wrong. I'm gonna whatever. So bear with me, everyone.
Well, congrats to your brother, buddy.
Might go viral. Who knows? And John will be so sorry you missed it. Yeah, you know what's weird though is that my daughter got COVID like a year ago or a year and a half ago, and tested positive, right? And I was at home, and I believe I started doing the show. I was not positive. Tested myself, and it was the first time I'd given myself the COVID test. And, I kept pushing it under the card, waiting for the blue line or whatever line it is, red line, whatever. And I kept looking. And then my daughter wakes up and I give her the COVID test. And dude, I was totally fine because as soon as I put it in, man, it showed up. I was like, damn, you've got COVID, kid. Right. So obviously, we're living in the same house. She didn't get horrible symptoms or anything, but, it felt like it wasn't, Eddie Von B, achy and so tired, like I hadn't slept in weeks, and my head got cloudy and felt stupid for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Both times that I had COVID, it was really rough, and it only lasted for like a day, like literally a day, but it was really bad.
Well, now I'm gonna have to take the test as soon as I get home. So I've been wearing, to avoid getting anyone else infected, I've been walking around the office all day today like this.
That's good.
Provided by our HR and VP of HR. There are masks handy all over the office. So grab the one. Don't want to get anybody else sick. But now I kind of forgotten about COVID. Now you guys are making me worry. Damn.
I'm just speaking from personal experience here. It was crazy. I'm telling you. It's like
may not be for you, dude. I'm just saying. Unless the goal is to get them to jump. Okay. I don't think that's cut out for you, my friend. That really kind of made me sad. Okay. A little bit. But again, I want to say, it is what it is. So now you scare me a little bit, but
and I'm just, not trying to scare. I started off the conversation with, the change of weather, all, it's everyone, all these other things going on. It could be that.
Marcus, I hear you. I got my second shot, but I didn't get the third one. So I kind of need to take care of that.
There's a third one?
Mm-hmm.
Is the second, when you say the second shot, is that like the round one, round two?
Yes, I got the Pfizer shot. My daughter ended up getting a Moderna. At that time it was crazy. It was 3 years ago.
I don't even know what I got, to be honest.
We went to one of the college campuses in our area, Rowan, and dude, waiting in a parking lot. I went to the mall. Well, it used to be it's still a mall, but it used to be Macy's or something, and they converted it into one big COVID site. CJ Nazan.
Really?
No, I was not bitten by a wild rodent. I was perhaps bitten by my daughter's pet rat, but they should be clean. That's what they told us.
Should.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Edward. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I just feeling kind of crappy today. I don't know what happened. It started with a scratchy throat, that type of thing. But all right,
that'll always do it, man. That's like how I know something's off. It starts as a scratchy throat, and then it turns to nasals. Yup, every time.
Yep. So, but CJ, I was bitten by one of my cats. It was a love bite. He was irritated because I didn't put food in the bowl quickly enough. So, should Marcus, not my rats, or my daughter's rats. If I tried that, dude. Okay. When she went on vacation, I was going over and feeding the cats and the rats. I couldn't even make jokes, dude. Like, oh, the cats ate the rats. Yeah, she would not have found that funny at all.
No, after the conversation and the stories you've told, no, she would not like that at all.
Yeah, she would not have found that at all humorous. All right, so let's get a few books off the shelf. All right, you know what? Let's start for Ron. Let's start with the CCAs. All right, so we're gonna do. Okay, first one up, Unworthy Thor #1, signed with Thor versus Warlock cover sketch by our friends Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $169.99, and we have the one available for $89.99. CJ, luckily I have the John Cole special, and he tries to make it mild, but his definition of mild is very different from my definition of mild. So I will have spicy food, but man, the sandwich is so good, I'll muscle through it. He came in with a big, heavy thing. You know what? Talk amongst yourselves, because at the next break, I'm gonna bring the John Cole in.
Oh, so we get to see it.
Ridiculous! It is absolutely ridiculous. All right, so this is the first item up.
This is an awesome one.
It is. That Joe Del Beato, man, he knows his stuff. Mariano, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, so trying to do stuff that's relevant. I love this cover. All right, next up we have Captain America #1, signed with Adam Warlock cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza.
Speaking of this, have you seen Guardians?
I have not.
I have not either.
Bro, who you talking to?
I feel well. It's crazy. So I always say, like, I haven't been going to the theaters. I just I've been waiting for the movies to come out. So we actually were going to go, and we looked up matinee prices on for Sunday. Looked up matinee prices. This movie was like 11:30 in the morning. After the convenience fees and the other taxes and whatever, 2 tickets, I swear on everything, it was almost $34. It was like $33.70 something.
Oh, crap.
For 2 matinee tickets. And then they had the audacity to say, hey, you want to add a large popcorn and a large drink? That was $17. It would have been almost $50. It would have been a little over $50 for 2 tickets and 1 large popcorn and 1 large drink. That is just, and they wonder why people don't go to the theaters. You know,
Burns, you're right, and Weird, you're right. My theater days are more or less done, unless it's a group of people that I haven't seen for a while. But, I hate doing that. Although John and Amy have threatened to drag me to a movie theater.
I feel like I'm the same way. Every time I go to the theaters, it's like, man.
If I haven't seen you in a while, then why do I want to be stuck in a dark theater not talking for 2 hours? I want to get up. I'd rather go to a brewery. Have a few beers, some food. Talk and stuff. LT drive-in. Are there still drive-ins?
We got a drive-in over here. They opened it back up. I remember when I left for college, they were closing it down, and then when I was in the military, it was officially done, and they opened it back up. I think last year. I found out. So I thought that was really cool. It's like Shankweilers or something.
That's cool. I remember, drive-ins as a kid. I would hide under the back seat on the floor with a blanket over me, and my parents would take us to the drive-in so they didn't have to pay for me. Oh my God, it was a riot. It was an absolute riot. But I miss those days, man. I tell you. All right, so last cover sketch of the night. Superior Spider-Man #1, signed with Spider-Boy, cover sketch by Joe Delbiato, Mariano Nicieza. $129.99 suggested retail, and we have this one available for $79.99. All right.
We actually have, only because I think it was CJ.
Wow.
Scheneker's. No, so we actually have 3 nearby. We've got Shankweilers Drive-In. That's the one I know. And then there's Becky's Drive-In and the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. Now, I haven't heard of either of those, but I didn't realize that we still had all of those near us.
That's what maybe they reopened during the pandemic, because
it could have.
Because I'll tell you, I remember a story years and years ago, like a long time ago, when the last drive-in in the country shut down. Like there were no more. So there was a time when there were no more drive-ins to go to. So that's weird.
It actually, when I looked it up, it actually pulled up like the map of PA. It looks like throughout PA, there's like 20 to 30 of them.
I got to imagine they started, CJ, brother, by the time we get to hour 2, I may not remember my own name. So that trivia, I cannot answer.
The deals are coming.
What's that?
I said the deals are coming. Rex doesn't even know his name.
Okay, you got it, Lyle. Hopefully it's not too cold today. All right, so those are the 3 CCAs. Camden, no kidding, CJ. I did not know that, and I literally live 30 minutes from Camden. Wow, that's interesting.
Jersey is like such a big, small state. It's a tiny state, but I feel like there's so much there that it feels very big.
It is 1933. It is some factoids about New Jersey. It is the densest state in the country.
I believe that.
And I got to tell you, we as a state, we love making towns. I used to drive about
I believe that too.
to work, right? I drive 30 minutes to work. So it was really maybe 12 to 15 miles with traffic, if even that. And I passed through 5 towns, dude.
That's crazy.
My town, Marlton, Voorhees, West Berlin. I mean, it was just crazy. We just like making towns. I don't know. So, but that's cool. I'm happy to hear drive-ins are back, man. That's a part of Americana culture, I think. All right, so let's get to the vintage books. All right. So these are all 9.2 or higher.
Yeah, I see some good ones already.
Yeah. And this is not even all of them. I couldn't fit them all on the rack.
Nice.
All right. So first up, we have John Carter, Warlord of Mars #1 from 1977. 9.2 or higher. And we have the one available for $45. Oh, my God. Admiral Wilson Boulevard. I know exactly where that is, too. You get off the Ben Franklin Bridge, and you are on the Admiral Wilson Boulevard. My daughter now, she lives in a town not too far from there, Pennsauken. That would make sense. There used to be a lot of space there. Not anymore, but there used to be. All right, so this one we have available, one for $45.
Man, my area is doing the same thing. Everything that's like an open field, it's like an apartment complex or a small mall area that they're building up.
All right, so some of these have been on before. So, but I know I've said this each time, but at some point we got to return the books to this guy, right? So I don't know when that time will be, but I feel like, using the Force, we're getting close. All right. So I don't know how many more times we're going to be able to bring it back. All right. But they have been moving quite a bit lately. So we want to make sure we give everybody on the EXP a chance. All right. So next up, we have Star Slayer #2 from 1982, first appearance of the Rocketeer. And we have the one available for $40. Oh, CJ, yeah. CJ, where are you at now? Just out of curiosity.
And then what's your social security number? Just wondering.
And your exact address with zip code. No, we're kidding.
To be precise on this one, we probably need the debit card number too. Just it's one of those things, man.
Oh man. Let me see. Yeah, and weird. I gotta tell you, the same thing's happening here. To be honest with you, the two biggest local malls in our area are starting. I just read in the paper they're losing money.
Oh, we got one in our area that I grew up going to. I went there like 2 weeks ago. It is an absolute ghost town. Almost everything is shut down in that mall. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I go to one which, quite honestly, is not too far from my house. Yeah, there's some shuttered, locations, but they still have a Boss Cops, which I know you're familiar with.
Yeah.
And a few other stores, little stores here and there. I love going there shopping now because there's nobody in there.
I hate the mall though. I absolutely hate it.
I kind of like it when it's empty like this, bro.
If it's empty, but I don't know. I've never liked going shopping though. That's never been my thing.
No, I'm not a big fan either. The T-virus. Thank you very much, Mr. Cole.
Oh, that's an awesome reference.
That is an awesome reference. I love that game. I had the first version. It scared the crap out of me.
That's actually one of my prized possessions that I consider. I've got the long box of Resident Evil 1 for PS1, and then I've got the promo slabbed. So that's like my 1-2 punch of my prized possessions. Now on GameCube, I've got almost all the games. I think PS1, I have Resident Evil 3, but that's it then.
I never got the first.
Oh, they're the best. I love them so much. I've always loved Resident Evil.
I mean, the first one, the graphics were so. Now compared to that.
I was gonna say, mean, looking back on it, I rebeat it a couple of years ago. Oh,
you remember that one thing where you go down that hallway? All right, and then when you come back, they break out that boarded up window.
Early in the game. Yeah. Because there's an early part where the dogs jump through the window, and then when you go to the secondary house, when you come back, one of the hunters come in, and those things always scared me when I was a kid because they jump at you, and the sounds that they make. Oh,
but you look back, the graphics were. We shouldn't have been that scared, I think. Oh man! All right, so next up, we got Solar #1 from 1991. 9.2 or higher. First, Phil Selesky. And we have the one available for $25. And again, I remind everybody, these are 9.2 or higher. Grab every variant for Conquest Rex there and head out. Yeah, pretty much. All right. So next up, we got Solar #3 from 1991. 9.2 or higher. First appearance of Toyo Harada. And we have the one available for $50. All right, Preston, you got it, buddy. It is yours, my friend.
John, how many times have you seen Guardians now? Because I think when I reached out to you, it was on Friday or Thursday, and you said you saw it once, and you were seeing it, I think, 3 or 4 more times over the weekend. And it's Wednesday, so I got to know how many times you've seen it. It's probably pushing on it's closer to 10.
JD, I will have to find you a photo because there are so many books. I'm not even sure the Solar #10 is anywhere near. So today was watch 7.
John,
very close, Triple B. So I will have to find out. All right, so we'll skip Solar #10 for now. And let's do, there it is. That's it. Okay. That's why you didn't know. I was confused at first too when I did it. All right, so Civil War number 10 is the black embossed cover. All right, it is a 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available from 1992 for $55. You've seen it every day since the premiere. I believe that.
I see now that he spends X amount of money a month on his movie pass, whatever it is. I totally get it. I mean, $33. I mean, so the matinee, the tickets were only like 11 something. So keep that in mind. 2 tickets combined came out to about $23. So it was like $10 in taxes and fees, convenience fee, early something fee, the taxes. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. And
so
you can't.
Let's be honest. John makes back his money in a day. Okay,
He probably does.
Yeah,
easily.
So
one movie alone for him is like he's getting his money back for the most part, and then he sees. If we had to put a number on it, you're probably seeing around 50 movies a month. That's wild to me. But
John is an anomaly. Okay, so I don't think anybody who came up with the past had thought it was going to be like that. Okay, to be quite honest. So
I think John's the reason my fees are so high.
Right. Oh man. All right. So we've got Ghost Stories number 1 from 1965. Okay. Just so you know, I have not been pulling these books out to scan because they're so delicate.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. Let me see if I can find where it is. Because this one I probably have to Vanna White. I could not find a 9.2. Okay, to take a picture of. So I had to take the best one I could find, which was this fairly crappy one. Let me see, is it up here? No. Okay, so it must be here. Here it is. Okay. All right, so let's Vanna White this one. Okay. I could not even find an example. Okay, look at this. Okay, it's a 9.2 from 1965.
Nice.
I looked and looked and looked because I've been trying to just pick these pictures off, looking for a 9.2. With a lot of the stuff, it's pretty easy, but for this one, I could not find one for the life of me. John says he thinks wow, that's a lot, John. All right. So that is Ghost Stories number 1 from 1965, 9.2 or higher. Okay. And we have the one available for $40. All right. So you know what? We actually got to take our next break. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Did you know that every Experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh, keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting.
So I'm not opening this until I get home, but this is a John Cole.
No, you got to open it.
Wow, I know he's got it all wrapped up like that, bro.
You can rewrap it.
No, I can. Not like he does. All right, somebody claimed Don Johnson. Gotcha, buddy. Ghost Stories. I got you down.
It looks like a mighty big sandwich, though.
What I will do, though, is when I open it up at home, I will take a picture. But I want everybody to understand how big the John Cole is. Okay.
Yeah, Marcus, open it to let it breathe.
It ain't wine, bro. This is how big the John Cole is compared to a comic. Look at that thing.
So what's all on that bad boy?
What's that?
What's all on?
You want to jump in here, buddy? Lots of stuff, chicken and stuff. I don't know. I just put it, put it in my mouth and start eating it. John can tell you exactly what's in it. LT, at least 2, probably 3. The last one he gave me, John Cole. Please, if you could send it to Amy, or you can send it. Well, I can't do it from here. Send it to Amy, and ask her if she wouldn't mind putting it on Slack for us. Thank you. Awesome. He has a pick. See, this way I don't have to ruin all that great wrapping. Everything he brings me is wrapped like
professionally.
Yeah, it's all tight, and I can't do that, bro.
Yeah,
all right.
Super quick. So when I said I went to that show earlier on Saturday or whatever. All right, so that was the first time I really strayed away from Lehigh Valley, Philadelphia area. I've never really been to Western Pennsylvania, Central PA, like nothing like that. I've never been outside of a city for the most part of my life. I'll tell you what. I went to a Sheetz for the first time in my life. It was so good. That chicken sandwich was so good. I went back again on the way home, and I got another one of the same thing. I
love it. It's just not anywhere close. All right, hold on.
I was astounded by the quality of a Sheetz. It was like an eye-opening experience.
I love Sheetz, dude. I went to a Sheetz in Penn State. Dude, they got beer in there. They got all these sandwiches.
They did.
Wawa, I love it.
And I'll tell you what, this might be just for my own personal stuff, but the slushies, they have the ices that are there, like the kind of crunchy ones, and they had like 10 flavors. I was in heaven. I got one of those. I got a chicken sandwich.
I would definitely hit it. And weird, you have no idea, my friend. It's not that I don't like Wawa, but you get to that point where you're looking for something a little different. All right, JD. I sent the picture to Amy, who's going to put it up on Slack, buddy.
I don't think I like, after eating Sheetz, I don't think I like Wawa. I think it's left a sour taste in my mouth. I feel like Wawa is just this knockoff now. I'm telling you, it was a whole new experience in my life. That chicken sandwich is now the standard of chicken sandwiches in my life. That's how good that sandwich was. That will always be the comparison. Well, was it as good as Sheetz? That's what I will always turn to.
It's something different, man.
It was the best. I recommend everybody watching right now that if you have never been to a Sheetz, you got to do it.
All right. So John has answered. It is a chicken cutlet, roasted red peppers, fresh mozzarella, made in house spicy vodka sauce, mortadella and olive oil on their bakery bread.
Oh my goodness.
LT, I've read about Buc-ee's.
I've been to a Buc-ee's.
Yeah, they're like totally different. Like they sell, shirts.
Buc-ee's is. I went to there on my way to the Dallas Fan Expo when I was still living in Oklahoma. I was like, we got to stop at Buc-ee's. I hear about it all the time. First off, Buc-ee's is enormous. I don't know if it's fair to compare a lot of places to Buc-ee's based on how big it is. The amount of food that's in there, there's beyond a ton of options. And it's a lot of actual, like, good quality looking food. It was delicious. I don't remember what I got. It was like 2, maybe 3 years ago at this point. But Buc-ee's is also on a different level.
I agree. I've never been to a Buc-ee's, but I've read a lot about it, so I kind of want to hit that.
I think what's really cool about them too is that this is very off topic for a lot of like food, but they pay very well. As far as like a food place that goes, they always post what they're paying, and it's a very good salary.
Right.
Just if anyone, oh, that looks so good.
I'm telling you, right?
Now,
John Cole, everyone.
I trust John. I do. I'm not sure how I feel about that meat that's on there. Is that mortadella?
John?
I don't know if I've ever had mortadella in my life. I don't know how I feel about that on there.
Answer. Because I just eat. I don't know anything about the preparation of the food.
I just eat.
I'm not gonna lie. Might as well tell the truth, right? All right, so let's keep going. So we got Richie Rich, Money World #1 from 1972, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one for $45.
Mortadella does sound good. I had to look up what it was, but I'm just a little thrown off with it being on that sandwich. But like I said, I trust John. I do.
Yeah, trust me.
He's the food guy. If he ever recommends a single thing, there's no reason for me to ever say no to it.
I keep asking for it. That's why he finally brought me one. He was over there today, and I'm like, dude, when I'm getting my next John Cole? Yeah, Marcus. Richie Rich. Love. I used to read those. I used to love those comics. All right, so we have another one from that era.
You ever seen? Oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, have you ever seen the comparisons that Casper the Friendly Ghost is just the ghost version of Richie Rich?
Yes. All right, so I think this may have been another one. I'm not sure if I pulled the right picture, or I couldn't find one. We have the one available for $45. The one that we have is 9.2. That one I think was a little bit worse condition. Let me see if I can find that one as well.
All right, John said it is the mortadella. I'm not. I don't know how I feel about it being on there though.
You never even had it, bro.
I know it's the lunch meat thing. A lot of times, lunch meat kind of throws me off. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of lunch meat like that.
All right, so this is the one that we have. Okay, and you can say. All right, so ours is a 9.2. Okay, so the picture doesn't really do it justice. Well, I can tell you it works real good on the John Cole sandwich.
Like I said, I trust his judgment on it. John Cole is the food guy, and if he says it's good, it's good.
Trust a man who's had one. It's good. All
that
right,
too.
So closing out the mid 60s to early 70s. We have Mandrake the Magician #1.
Oh, wow.
From 1966. And we have the one available for $50, and it is also the one that we have a 9.2. I got to tell you, that's the thing, is that, I discovered that it's really tough to find 9.2s from this era. Because that's why I couldn't, I couldn't find the pictures for it, and I really looked. So... All right.
Well, these books are definitely a lot harder to come by, especially in grades like that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Let me see if I can find a Mandrake as well.
Yeah, people who collect these are definitely tougher to come by.
All right, hold on, give me a second here. Yes, here it is. Okay. I miss John. I hate doing this Vanna White stuff. All right, so you see this one as well. Okay, look at how clean that one is. 9.2. All right. All right. So, where are we at here? Okay. So Mandrake the Magician #1 from 1966, 9.2 or higher, and we have a one for $50. All right. The next up. Oh.
That's the start of it right there.
Oh my God, dude. Seriously, man. You should never, ever do anything related to suicide hotline work unless the goal is to reduce the population. Okay?
You know,
You're really bringing me down, Alec.
I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if you've ever had or used one of these things before. They're called a neti pot. You ever heard of that?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm very prone to like sinus infections and just infections in general. And a neti pot. Every time I kind of feel a little something going on, use that thing, and oh my goodness,
You gotta
clears
be
you right up.
careful with that, dude. You gotta make sure the water's clean because there's
Oh,
that bacteria.
I know.
Yeah.
I use the distilled water. I always put boiled water in the thing first, swish it around after I clean it with soap.
Yeah.
I'm very particular with that type of stuff. Like I said, I don't know. I feel like I actually get sick a lot. I don't know. Eye infections, sinus infections. One of those things.
So,
Now,
John, what station was there? Let us know because I want to watch tonight when I get home. Hopefully, it's on the 11 o'clock news. So, which news station was there? So that's why John was at Bellagio's. They had the new local news there. So the problem is that before the pandemic, Bellagio's wasn't really open to the public, right? There were bakery, they serve restaurants and stuff like that and whatever. And then after pandemic, they realized they had to start opening the public, but they're located near our offices here, which is a commercial industrial section. So it's not really the best place if you have a restaurant, right? You're not going to get a lot of foot traffic or people just driving by. Oh, what's that place kind of thing. But I got to tell you, man, everything John's brought for me from that place has been unbelievable. Even the loaf of bread. Okay. This one big round loaf of bread, dude. And I found myself hunting for stuff in my cupboard that's just spread on the bread so I could eat the bread, man.
Man, that's
plain old butter. Didn't matter.
Dude, nice bread like that, it's a game changer. It really is.
Oh yeah. It makes all the difference in the world. All right. So next up we got let me see. Man, I better get cooking here. We got a lot of books. All right. So Donatello, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, #1 from 1986. 9.2 or higher. And we have the one for 32.
Man, OG TMNT. I don't have it.
Oh my God, weird. That's scary. Yeah. Make sure you use distilled water, which you said you do. Yeah, be careful.
Oh yeah. I that's actually one of the things I read because it goes up there and it can get into your brain, but all the whatever's in that crappy tap water, the parasites, whatever, I'll go right up there. So I always use distilled water. I'm still always hesitant because I don't know. I got a little nervous using it, but like I said, I put boiled water in there first, clean it out as best as I can. But you do have to be careful with those things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right. So next up, and I think we've had this on before, Exo Man of War, #1 from 1986, 9.2 or higher. And we have the one available for 45.
We actually have a bakery that's right next to our house. It's called Valos. They're so good. I'm sure you've heard of Yakko's hot dogs. Have you heard of them?
I feel like I have, but
it's like a big hot dog place for Pennsylvania, or maybe just my area of Pennsylvania. And Valos used to provide all of the buns. And Yakko's, I guess over the years, they recently announced that like they're not going to be getting buns from Valos, and their business really dropped down from Yakko's. Everyone says, "Oh, your new buns are terrible." They stopped getting quality hot dogs too. So they're not nearly as good as what they used to be. It used to taste like a good hot dog, nice bun.
Yeah,
now it's just like crappy.
The bread is the spine of the sandwich, dude. If you screw that up, everything else just goes downhill.
Because that's the whole thing. You could buy a full like a big pack of hot dogs from the grocery store, get some cheap buns, and call it a day. But you're going to a place for hot dogs. You want something that's a little bit more premium. You want something that's like a quality dog. And I mean, if you're selling just some garbage too, what's the difference?
Right. It's actually cheaper to just go to the supermarket.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got X Factor #1 from 1986.
Nice.
9.2 or higher. And we have this one available for 35. All right. This one, these were a little bit easier to find online. All right, so then next up we got X Factor number 24 from 1988, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for 65. And this is this first appearance of Archangel?
I'm actually looking that up right now. So the first one, the X Factor one, was first team appearance of X Factor, obviously. Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Iceman, Angel. First appearance of Cameron Hodge, a human who passionately hated mutants. First appearance of Rusty Collins. And then for this X Factor, hold on, 24. First cover and second appearance of Angel as the Horseman of Death. And Worthington appears in full as the Horseman of Death. So, first cover and second appearance of Angel as the Horseman of Death is in that one.
All right, so then we're going to switch off to X-Men. We've got X-Men number 138 from 1980, 9.2 or higher, and we have this one for 75.
Oh, with the cool Toys R Us on there too.
I know.
Man.
I heard something about them trying to reopen.
I hope they do. I used to love it there. I absolutely loved it back in the day.
I was always so crowded, I thought. I had to go there for Christmas for my daughter. All right, so then offer may not be valid. Yeah, maybe not. X-Men number 140 from 1980, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one for $80. Wendigo. I think we had a graded one of this too. Though I think that went pretty quickly, or a slab one. Right? So these are all 9.2 or higher.
This one says Alpha Flight disbands after government funding is severed, which eventually leads to their reformation in an independent team in Alpha Flight number 1. So Alpha Flight is no more in this one, and that's what leads to their own solo series.
Yeah, CJ, tell me about it, bro. And then it was even worse than that. You'd have to buy the videos, okay, the DVDs, and then play them, and then ooh, surprise, you go to the Toys R Us, and guess what? There are all these toys and castles and dolls, all related to the DVD that we watched.
What's really crazy is I remember from back in the day, like that Barbie, like the Barbie aisle or the girls' toy aisle, it was like all pink, like a nice bright pink Barbie aisle. Yeah, I remember that. Man, Toys R Us, what a time. All the systems, all the displays that they had, it was such a cool toy store. They don't really have toy stores like that anymore.
I remember going in there buying Thomas the Tank Engine. That was super expensive, bro.
Toys were expensive. Well, toys are expensive now.
Yeah, but the Thomas the Tank Engine, I don't know, because of the wood and stuff, it was really expensive.
But they were more quality toys back then too. That's the other thing. Even the action figures I would get. The action figures, they were so well made, and just now it feels cheap and it feels like, I don't know, garbage.
No, I hear it. All right, the next up we got X-Men number 143 from 1981, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one for $55.
This is a fun issue.
Yeah, I remember having that one.
Man, this was a I actually read this one. I couldn't speak for the other ones, but this one was just like a fun little kind of solo story for Christmas.
Yeah, like a little Christmas story. So all right. Then we have X-Men number 150 from 1981, 9.2 or higher, and we have this one available for $20.
This one's the origin of Magneto, in case if anyone cares.
Double size. Of course, ours will be a 9.2. And again, I've said this so many times, but I don't know when the stuff's going back. At any point, they could just say, send it all back. All right, then next up, we've got Moon Knight number 1 from 1980.
Nice.
This one is a 9.0. Okay, just so everybody knows. The one that we have. And we have the one available for $86. All right. And then finally, we have New Mutants number 18 from 1984. And we have this one is the newsstand version, and we have a 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for 25. Don Johnson, you got it, buddy.
Nice.
All right, so then we have New Mutants number 18 direct version.
This is a first appearance too.
Right. And this is 9.2 or higher, and we have this one available for 25 as well. All right. Don Johnson, man, that's gotta be such a cool name. I can't stop thinking of Miami Vice whenever I see the dude's name. Moon Knight, Defender of the Castle. All right, so then we have New Mutants number 25 from 1985, 9.2 or higher. And we have the one available for 34. Hey, Chango Deluxe, what's going on, man? And then closing out New Mutants, we have New Mutants number 26 from 1985, 9.2 or higher, and we have this one available for $40.
New Mutants always had cool covers.
They did, yeah. I remember loving it. You know, when the new series came out, when it came out, all things related to X-Men were hot. You know? That's why they had so many spin-offs. Right?
Yeah, especially nowadays. Oh my goodness,
Right.
The amount of X-Men books that they have on the market are crazy.
All right, so let's do a quick Rex cap. All right, so we started off with John Carter, Warlord of Mars from 1977, number 1, 9.2 or higher, and we have this one for 45. Then we have Star Slayer number 2 from 1982, first appearance of the Rocketeer, and we have this one available for 40. Then we have Solar number 3 from 1991, and 9.2 or higher, first appearance of Toyo Harada, and we have the one available for $50. And yeah, we do have some Spidey, buddy. Yeah, I'll get to that next. New Mutants 26 is First Legion. Thank you very much, Dwayne DePayne. What's going on, buddy? All right, so then we had, where did I start? Okay, so number 3. All right, then we had Solar number 10 with the black embossed cover, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for 55. And you can sort of see the embossing of the trade dress up top. I know it comes off really black. All right, so then we did, I would agree with John. So then we did Richie Rich, Money World number 1 from 1972. 9.2 or higher, and we have one available for 45. Then we had Mandrake the Magician number 1 from 1966, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for 50. And that is not the one that we have. To avoid handling the books, we have been pulling images of 9.2s. But the problem was, when you get to the 60s, I couldn't find any. So, this is our version of it. It is a 9.2. All right. And the Richie Rich Money World, also a 9.2. Man, this focus is not tremendous. All right. All right. So I want everybody to see that because I could not find the 9.2 online. All right. So let's see. Where did I leave off? All right. So then we went to Donatello, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 1 from 1986, 9.2 or higher. And we have the one available for 32. And then we had Exo Man of War from 1986, 9.2 or higher, and we have one available for 45. Then we had X Factor number 1 from 1986, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for $35. Then we had X Factor number 24 from 1988, 9.2 or higher, and we have one available for $65. Then we had X-Men number 138 from 1980, 9.2 or higher, and we have one available for $35. And then we had X-Men number 140, 1980, 9.2 or higher, and we have one available for $80. Then we had X-Men number 143 from 1981, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for $55. Then we had X-Men number 150, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for $20. And then we had New Mutants number 18 from 1984, 9.2 or higher, newsstand edition, and this one is $25. And then we have the direct version of New Mutants number 18, 9.2 or higher, and we have that one as well for $25. Then we had New Mutants number 25 from 1985, 9.2 or higher, and we have one for $34. And then finally, we had New Mutants number 26, 9.2 or higher, and we have one for $40. And is it Sienkiewicz?
I'm pretty positive it is.
Yeah. All right, so that brings us up to date and right in time for thank you, Marcus and Alec. We'll go to the break and then we will continue on. We've got a bunch more of the vintage keys, and then we have let me see. Oh, then we have the back issues and then incentives we're gonna go over.
Nice.
All right, you know what? I forgot. Wait, one more thing. Unworthy Thor number 1 signed with Thor versus Warlock cover sketch by Joe Del Biano and Mariano Nicieza, $169.99 retail, and we have the one available for $89.99.
Man, that's so nice. I'm surprised nobody picked that one up.
Yeah, no doubt, right? And then Captain America number 1, signed with Adam Warlock cover sketch by Joe Del Biano and Mariano Nicieza, $129.99. All right, you know what? We got to go to break. So in a second anyway, let me just get through the last one. Superior Spider-Man number 1, signed with Spider-Boy cover sketch by Joe Del Biano and Mariano Nicieza. Nice. And I got Alec in here. Thank you, man. We've got pictures of it. Yeah, I'm not feeling up to the Vanna White thing, but thank you for bringing the books in. I appreciate it. Risking your life and stuff. I do appreciate it. Devoted company, man. Thank you, Alex. So that brings us in. All right, so let's go to break. We'll be back. There we go. Go to break.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out. Twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code. You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP.
Did you know that across America there are over 2, maybe even 3 live stream producers who can't even afford Mountain Dew? Take Brian here. Brian has gone 2 weeks without a sip of Red Bull. If it goes on much longer, he may take a shower and get a real job. Situations like this are as tragic as they are preventable. Join the experience on YouTube and gain access to special emojis and members-only streams. For less than a cup of coffee, you can keep socially awkward hermit people working from their parents' basements where they belong. Scan the QR code on the screen to join. You'll be glad you did.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
Hey, I'm sorry, Ron. No hazers tonight, but I will try to get some on Monday, my friend. All right. So we have the three from Joe Delviato and Mariano Nicieza. Thanks, Jay. Me too. But not if I keep talking to Alec. He's really like bringing me down, bro.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I didn't even think of that until you brought it up. It's like, dude.
You said it first.
I did not. You said, man, those were exactly my symptoms when I got COVID twice. That's what you said.
I thought you brought it up first. Because you said you were going to get tested, and I was like, I'll tell you what.
I have to take the test, but I got the free test at home.
See, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
That's all right, buddy. That's all right. I'll send you my address. Just drop stuff off on my front porch, okay, buddy?
Yeah. Jay Burns says we got it recorded. They know you brought it up first.
All right, so Jay, you tell me who said it first.
I get his office when he's dead.
Okay, JD, Jay is becoming my favorite producer because he's sympathetic and empathetic to my problems. All right, I'm not feeling that same love coming from you, JD. I see. Jay says he didn't say that though. Yeah, Mark's right. All right, so let's keep moving. All right, so we have Web of Spider-Man. Let's see here. All right, so we got Web of Spider-Man number 36 from 1985. 9.2 or higher, first appearance Tombstone, and we have the one available for $40. All right, so I'm just saying we can check later. Thank you, Jay. I'm gonna forget anyway. And next Wednesday, Alex and I. All right, Dwayne DePayne, you got it, buddy. Dwayne. All right, I got you, my man. Okay, got you down, buddy. Do we have more Spider-Man tonight? I don't know. I thought that we did, but maybe not. Oh, we do have some Spider-Mans with the incentives. All right, so anyway. All right, so next up we got Iron Man number 169 from 1968. First James Rhodes Iron Man, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for $18.
Did you see JD?
What did JD say?
LOL, because I know the truth. I brought up the Rona first.
Oh yes, that's actually true.
Yeah, it's true. It was him. Get your pitchforks ready.
Damn you. All right.
And the dearly departed.
I think I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna lay down, and I don't think I'm getting up until tomorrow morning, probably. Oh crap! I do have to actually get up and unwrap the John Cole and cut it. That sounds like such an enormous task right now. I don't know why.
Well, I'll come by. I'll get the sandwich. I'll deal with it.
What's that?
I said I'll come by. I'll get the sandwich. I'll deal with it. I'll take it off your hands for you.
No. No. Even if I'm not that hungry, I'll cut a little smidgen off on the end. Yeah, Jay, I think so too, man. JD, the Chaos Bringer. All right. So next up, we got Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine #1, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one for $26. Pineapple juice. Huh. Never thought of that. I like pineapple too. All right. Well, I'm going to go home, take my free test I got through the mail. Oh, and I have to go to. Oh, I can't if I test positive. I got to go to CVS. I can go to CVS tomorrow. They're apparently it's the last day to get tests for free is the 11th. Which is
for your insurance or whatever.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I get that. All right. So then next up, Fantastic Four #211 from 1979, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for $86. No. Oh, John, you might have. That's right, you did. I think I put them in my drawer for the office. Oh, I got to grab one of those. You did, John.
Doing on stream.
I don't know what the heck I do without Johnny. Brings me food, COVID tests. I mean, what the heck am I going to do? John, I'm really looking at this sandwich going, man, I want to get home and eat that thing. Hopefully I have an appetite. All right. So next up, we have Hulk #324 from 1986.
Oh, nice. What a cool cover.
It is second appearance of Grey Hulk, and we have the one available for $40. All right, so it is CJ, absolutely. All right, so has bromelian and good stuff for ailments. No kidding, I did not know that. You know what? I'm going to try it.
I actually like
juice. I like pineapples. I like pineapple juice. I like pineapple.
I do
soda.
too.
Huh?
I do too.
Yeah, I even like pineapple soda. I'll buy that from time to time.
Who has pineapple soda? A-Treat? Does A-Treat still exist?
Well, pineapple soda, Fanta makes it. I know you can get.
Oh, Fanta's got it. Okay.
Yeah, you can buy it at Wawa, and it's right next to the orange soda, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got you. I've seen that before.
The one I really like is the Mexican soda that you can get sometimes.
Yeah, is it Aritos or something like that?
Yes, that's it. Yeah, in the glass bottles. I love it.
Yeah. Really? I never had that.
Yeah. No, Marcus. I'm from the Northeast.
Listen,
okay?
Pineapple can be on pizza. It's delicious.
It's a cardinal sin. Okay.
No, it's not a cardinal sin.
Oh my God, dude. I can't even talk to you anymore, bro. I can't. There's no way. No. Pineapple doesn't. Hey, John, weigh in on this. John Cole, please.
I don't care what John has to say on this one.
Oh, yeah?
Pineapple on pizza is delicious.
And you just guaranteed you are never getting a John Cole sandwich, my friend.
Well, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to speak it into existence. I'm not going to say anything. Just take that test. Just take the test on stream.
Nick, Pinnacle soda.
Oh, last time I had Pinnacle. Oh,
I had that in a while.
I don't know about Pinnacle soda, but Pinnacle, the vodka, on the other hand, that is some of the grossest vodkas I've ever had.
Preston, you're dead to me now. Okay.
There we go. Oh, that's because anchovies are disgusting. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, hold up. All right, I may have to put a kibosh on the whole show if you keep keep talking crazy like this. Okay.
That's not talking crazy. They're disgusting. They're grotesque. It's an abomination.
All right, John goes, pizza pineapplers were amongst the most heavily persecuted food felons on my old radio show. Thank you. And they should be persecuted.
No. I'll die on that hill. Pineapple's delicious on pizza.
You're going to die on that hill, bro. Okay? You ain't living in Oklahoma no more, bro. You're back home. Okay?
I had it when I lived here originally.
Yes, frowned upon, though. We
I
all
don't
turn
care.
our noses up at you and we see that like, are you kidding?
That
Pineapple.
the people who say that are the same people that don't like to admit that they like Nickelback. Nickelback has some bangers. Just admit it. Admit that you like it. Pineapple on pizza is delicious.
Oh my God, no, it's not.
People need to stop being scared to speak their opinions. It's a wonderful food item.
I love pineapples, not on my pizza.
A couple pineapple
Thank you,
sodas
TJ.
with pineapple
Exactly.
pizza.
It is an abomination.
TJ out here. No.
Yeah.
There we go, Eddie.
TJ knows what time it is.
Nah, Eddie knows what it is.
What's that?
Eddie knows what's up. I love pizza on pineapple. He never orders it. See, I like pizza, like without pineapple. But if someone puts a pineapple pizza in front of me with bacon on it, well, you know, I'm gonna indulge in that. That is delicious.
No, I pull it off the top of the pizza, leave it to the side.
That's wild. Why? Why? What is it?
First of all, everybody that knows me would not order a pizza with pineapple on it. Period. Okay, pineapple on a snow cone would work. Okay?
Why? That actually doesn't sound good at all.
Eddie Von B or Ed Weird, anchovies are actually a very healthy fish for you. Very low in mercury as well. Just saying.
Actually, all right. Now we're talking about the fish. What are your thoughts on canned tuna?
Actually, if you buy the right kind, it's actually quite good for you.
I was gonna say I eat about 2 cans of tuna every day. I love it.
Triple B, I did. Yes, multiple times. Okay, it doesn't work for me. But canned tuna, you got to buy the right kind. I forget which one it is. Albacore, I think.
That's the good one. Albacore is delicious.
Yeah.
Albacore in water, and then you drain the water. I don't do the oil. That I don't know. I feel weird with the oil in it.
Ever. But I like tuna quite a bit.
I
even like tuna steaks.
See, we got a baseline here. We got something good going now. Now we build up to the Now we build up to the pineapple on pizza. You know.
Yeah, you want to talk about dying on the hill? Okay, I'm throwing up a little bit in the back of my mouth right now.
Oh, with the anchovies, I totally agree, man. See, we're on the same page again. See this communication, it's working. I'm enjoying this.
Thank you, TJ. I agree.
How are you just gonna bypass the other comments and just TJ? Yes, you're correct. There's all these other ones talking about pineapple on pizza.
Oh, I know.
It's horrible. Who said that?
Preston did. He had it in Germany.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'd be a fan of that either.
I have. I actually like that quite a bit.
Oh, for Eddie's, yeah, the grilled pineapple. Oh, I thought he said grilled pineapple on pizza. I was like, well, there we go.
Just it's like wearing a Cowboys jersey at the link, bro.
Now, what I will say from Dwayne's Pains, I do not like when there's ham on it. I do not like with ham. It's got to be bacon if I eat it. And I don't like a plain cheese pizza with pineapple. See, I like it, but it's got to be a specific type of pizza for me to enjoy it. I will say that.
John and Cole and I loved you so much, but now it's going to change. Okay.
John.
Like grilled pineapple and pork chops. I do.
That's good too, but I'm also picky with pork chops. I'm not a huge pork fan.
Fair enough. All right. So next up we've got Hulk number 228 from 1978. 9.2 or higher, first appearance of Moonstone. And we have the one available for $75. Canadian bacon, which is just ham. By the way.
I was gonna say, I think that's just ham.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Is that insulting though? Is that just like us being ignorant? Is Canadian bacon actually just ham? Or is it something totally different and we just say it is?
I mean, Taylor ham or pork roll, depending on which part of New Jersey you live in, that's pretty much ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
do like pork
I would
roll.
agree with that. It's weird. I like it grilled on shish kebab. All right. So next up, we got Hulk number 250.
Cured ham. Okay.
9.2 or higher, first Sabra. And we have one available for $70.
Nice. Now, JD says it is different.
Well, it is different. It's a different. I guess it's not the ham shank. Okay, fair enough. I got you.
I'd be interested to try them together to see, like, if there's actually a noticeable difference.
I would agree with what Jay just said.
Yeah, I can agree with that too. I don't really like ham, like, at all. I'm not a fan of ham.
I'm okay with ham. I wouldn't die if I couldn't get it, but I'm okay with ham.
If ham just went away forever, I'd be really happy about it. I really would. I feel like every holiday, it's always like, oh, like New Year's, maybe Christmas, it's always like, oh yeah, we got to do a ham. We got to do a ham. And I'm always thinking, man, we don't have to do a ham.
I don't like ham as the main course.
It's horrible.
Like sandwiches, that kind of thing. But I don't like it when it's you've got a big ham cooking, whatever. If it's a holiday, I prefer turkey or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'd take turkey 100 times out of 100 over ham, but I'll tell you what, this is just going to be a little bit of a hot take. Even turkey, I know Thanksgiving, everyone says turkey, but I feel like I'd rather have something else than turkey. Turkey's just okay too, in my opinion.
Really? I love turkey.
It's a hit or miss for me. Oh, we got a claim too from Don Johnson.
You got it, Don Johnson.
I think I cooked steak, or I think I cooked chuck roast for Thanksgiving this last year. I think I smoked 2 chuck roasts.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, see, I'd rather have something like that. And, I just don't know. Like a whole turkey just doesn't always do it for me.
I've gone tailgating at the link, and we fried a turkey. That was pretty good.
I'd be too scared to fry something like that. I'm not interested. I'd be too scared to fry something like that. Like where you drop it down, I'm guessing.
Yeah, don't do it while you're drinking, which was probably not a good idea for us to do at the tailgating at the link.
No, probably not.
Yeah. All right. So next up, all right, we got some interesting ones. All right, so let's finish up the key vintage. We have Superman, the Man of Steel, number 18 from 1992.
That's
9.2 or higher, first appearance of Doomsday.
I was going to say, I think that's the first appearance of Doomsday.
Yeah, you are correct, sir.
Nice.
Hey, Don, you can cut in anytime you want, bro. Okay, especially what I'm feeling today. Whatever. No worries. Did I say sorry? Did you say sorry?
I didn't say anything.
Man, I'm fading fast. All right, so what did I do? Oh yeah, Superman, first appearance of Doomsday. All right. So then we have New Teen Titans number 10 from 1981. 9.2 or higher. Second appearance of Deathstroke, and we have that one for 25.
Nice. And you said spiral ham. I don't know what that is, or I don't think I've ever had that. Candied spiral ham. I don't know if I've ever even heard that phrase before.
Don, I agree with you. I love deep fried turkey, but the trick is how to, fry it so that the skin is crispy, but the meat isn't dry. There's a trick to that. I don't know what it is, but I haven't cooked a full turkey in a really long time. I usually just go to somebody else's house and eat theirs.
Oh, it's that kind.
All right, weird. You got that right. All brought to us by our friend John Cole.
Yeah, this all sparked with John Cole's big old sandwich right there.
Beef rib turkey for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. I'm going to
100%. I'll take some sort of smoked meat over like a regular turkey, even if it's a smoked turkey, which would probably be really good. But I'd take any sort of.
And maybe we'll invite Kyle over and he'll bring his barbecue and all of his smoker and the whole 9 yards.
During football season, I was smoking something probably twice a week. I was loving it. I gotta get back on that grind.
Yeah, football season starts soon enough, bud.
Yeah.
You know what? Is it Rockin' Robbie's birthday? I did not know that. Happy birthday, Rockin' Robbie.
Yeah, I know it's his birthday.
So yeah, I did not either. All right, next up we have Superman number 4 from 1987. 9.2 or higher, and the first appearance of Bloodsport.
I think I saw him make a post last week or a few days ago, and my man was looking spiffy. I'll say that much. I'll see if I
Pop, pop, boom. Yep, that's right, Dwayne. And we have the one for 25. And again, it's a 9.2 or higher. All right. And then we did Action Comics number 521 from 1981. 9.2 or higher. First appearance of Vixen. And we have one for $80.
Preston.
Right. Next two are super cool. I think we've had the one. I don't believe we had the other one. All right. So we've got Commandy number 1 from 1972. It is a 9.2 or higher.
Nice.
And we have the one for 125. All right. And then we have Judge Dredd number 1 from 1983. 9.2 or higher. It is the first appearance of Dredd in a U.S. comic. And we have the one available for $90. All right, so let's see. Let's do a quick recap before we have to go to break. All right, so JD, we'll start at New Mutants number 25, I think. Give him a second to catch up. All right, there we go. All right, New Mutants number 25 from 1985, 9.2 or higher. We have one available for $34. Then we had New Mutants number 26, 1985, 9.2 or higher, and we have one available for $40. So then we had Iron Man number 169 from 1968, 9.2 or higher. First James Rhodes Iron Man.
Sorry, I got a little behind there. It's
no, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. That's on me. You know what? I'm not even looking at the screen right now. I'm just reading. Take your time, buddy.
I got it now.
So, okay, cool. I'm sorry. I didn't even look at the screen. I am really kind of spacing tonight. I'm sorry. Iron Man number 169 from 1968, 9.2 or higher. First James Rhodes Iron Man. We have the one for $18. And then we have Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine number 1, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one for $26. And then we have Fantastic Four number 211 from 1979, 9.2 or higher, and we have the one available for $86. And is it first appearance of Terrax or what? I don't remember. All right, Dwayne the Pain is claiming Iron Man. You got it, Dwayne. Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah, first appearance of Terrax the Tamer.
There we go. So this is first appearance of Terrax, that's FF.
And it does say that it is rumored to appear in MCU. Take that with a grain of salt, but that's what it is hinting at.
Rumors. Gotta love them.
Yeah, right.
So then we had Hulk number 324. 9.2 or higher. Second appearance of Grey Hulk. We have the one available for $40. Then we have Hulk number 228 from 1978, 9.2 or higher. First appearance of Moonstone. And we have one available for $75. And then we had Superman, the Man of Steel, number 18 from 1992, 9.2 or higher. And first appearance Doomsday. Then New Teen Titans number 10, 19 from 1981, 9.2 or higher. Second appearance of Deathstroke. And we have one available for $25. Then 9.2 or higher, first appearance of Bloodsport. Superman number 4 from 1987. And we have one available, 9.2 or higher. And we have one available for $25. Then we had Action Comics number 521, first appearance of Vixen, 9.2. And we have the one available for 80. And then we had Commandee number 1 from 1972, 9.2 or higher. And we have the one available for 125. And then finally, Judge Dredd number 1 from 1983, 9.2 or higher. First appearance of Dredd in a U.S. comic. And we have the one available for 90. So when we get back, let me see how many more books we're going to get through. All right, so I got another page. So both page and 3. All right, so we'll blow through that when we get back. And then let's talk a little bit about New Comic Book Day. We don't have our buddy John here. But AR can carry us through that one, and John may comment or not comment from home. And of course, all the viewers out there, tell us what you thought tonight about New Comic Book Day. Jay, AR talking about Nickelback has spun off parody songs in the comments.
Yeah, that's because everybody knows. See, it's a parody because everyone knows the lyrics to the songs too. They're all bops.
Nickelback used to be, I don't know anything about them. Never heard them.
Yeah, you did. You're gonna listen to them on your way home too,
dude. All I want to do when I get in my car after leaving here is find my house. Okay, because I'm feeling
Nickelback will help.
I'm not sure how. Okay, I think my GPS will help better. Okay. Oh my God. Oh man, I am really. What the heck happened, man?
Anything, it's one of those things.
JD, Rex has a secret Nickelback shrine in his house. Hey, the shrines I have in my house are none of your business, JD.
He's going to listen to Nickelback and order a pineapple pizza.
I can tell you that pineapple pizza ain't ever happened. Ever.
Bro.
When my daughter turned into a teenager, like around 12-ish, where she was really starting to develop an attitude, right? She knew since she was little that in our household, you don't put pineapples on a pizza. It's just not done, okay? We're from the Northeast, okay? We're from Jersey. We're from Philly. We're from New York. We don't do that, okay? It's not done. But when she turned 12, she used to order specifically pineapple on pizza just to piss me off. I know she did, okay? And then say, it's so good, because now that she's an adult, she goes, oh, yeah, I can't stand pineapple on pizza. I go, why'd you order it 10 years ago? She goes, just to make you mad.
I had to.
It worked. All right. We're going to take another quick break. We will be back in a couple minutes. Stay with us, and we'll finish it up and talk about New Comic Book Day.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
And there's no Rex. Looks like we lost him during the break.
Oh, I
I think
wonder. Yeah, well, I suppose this would be a great time to talk about New Comic Book Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me grab them books really quick.
Sorry, I passed out on the way back.
I wouldn't be surprised about that though.
Let me see what we got. Talk about New Comic Book Day, man.
All right,
Doing that.
let him go do his thing. All right. Let me get
So
these
what do we
out of the
got,
way.
buddy?
I actually didn't get as many physical books as I would have liked. My shop was very, very, very light on New Comic Book Day this week.
Look on Slack.
JD Nick says to look on Slack if you would.
Yeah, since I can't come in there with the Spidey 7, you can show it.
Yeah. So I think it's Spidey 7 that's up there that Nick sent.
Where did he send it?
It should be on Slack, my friend.
Not yet. Maybe going to
So there
send it.
is pizza, but the only way that I can still work here is Nick is of the same philosophy. He never orders pizza with pineapple on it. Say, because that's so wrong on so many levels. You got it, John Spilios? Now I just have to find them on my sheet, which is more of a challenge today than it was yesterday. All right, hold on. Okay, you got it, John Spilios. I got you.
I've never even heard of Slack until I heard you guys start to talk about it.
A lot of companies use it. I know that. And weird, no chance, bro. No chance at all. Especially not with a John Cole sandwich sitting right next to me.
Yeah,
But beyond that,
he ran out for a slice of
it offered
pineapple
me
pizza
pepperoni, nice thick Sicilian. I like Sicilian too. But
with pineapple. Yeah.
no.
No, I know.
Stop it.
That I will say. Sicilian and with pineapple, absolutely not. Sicilian's a classic and it deserves to be enjoyed the way it is.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, sir.
That one was a joke.
Yeah, I can't ruin my appetite. I got a John Cole coming. All right. So while we're waiting, did you find it, JD, or not yet?
Still not here.
Okay. All right. You know what? Let's just continue. It'll get there when it gets there. All right. So now we are going to back issues, key back issues, which are priced to sell. Our friend Alex has been doing this for us, and he's got some items here I think are priced to sell. All right. So we have Spawn number 7 from 1993. Oh, JD, yes. Yeah, you got it, Don Johnson. There it is. Thank you, JD.
Nice.
Man, I'm like 30 seconds behind everybody. All right, so Spawn number 7 from 1993. Near mint, black cover is harder to get in high grade.
That's true.
We have the one available for 7. For a book from 1993, we got it for $7. I don't really think we can be. Hey Don, it's that link right there, buddy. The Bitly one. Dwayne's a pain. You got it, buddy. All right, that one's gone. Then we have the Joker Volume 2, Number 1 from 2021. Also featuring Punchline in this issue. And we have the one available for $10. All right, then we have Batman Black and White number 1 and number 5, so 2 books. Number 1 is a Greg Capullo cover, and number 5 is a Lee Weeks cover, and you get both books for $10, so $5 a piece. So Weird wants to know from you, Alec, what you thought of new King Kong book.
I was actually really excited for it. My shop didn't have it. But I started talking about it. I said my shop was extremely light on New Comic Book Day books. So I actually had to read, I think, let me look at the list. I had to read 4 books digitally this week. It was Daredevil, Green Lantern, Phantom Road 3, and then Spirit World. So I had to read all those digital. So they were very, very light. The wall was looking barren this week. So that kind of sucked. And then even Noctera, I had to get cover C for Noctera. I feel like this week for New Comic Book Day, when I went into the shop, it started off with like one book where I said, "Oh, cool, the last copy." And then almost every single book I picked up was like the last copy of that book. And I mean, I work there, so I get there like an hour and a half before they open. It's just they didn't order that many. I think so Ghost Lore from Boom Studios was the last one there. Noctera was the last one there. The Nasty was the last one. Old Dog was the last one. And Ambassadors number 4 was the last one. So almost and Clear number 3. So almost literally every single book besides Something Epic and Silk were the last book on the shelf that I picked up this week. So this was almost a very tragic New Comic Book Day for me. But yeah, Daredevil, I had to read that digital. The other ones I had to read digital.
Interesting question from Dwayne's a Pain. Did Free Comic Book Day have anything to do with it? The lower shipment?
I feel like it probably didn't. I can't speak for all shops. I just know my shop is. I'm not saying they're straying away from New Comic Book Day, but I think from a business perspective, they're looking at the numbers and they're obviously seeing that New Comic Book Day is probably the only blemish on their like success as a business. So
I got John Johnson, by the way, on the Joker, just so you know.
I don't know their numbers, and I never ask for their numbers. Like it doesn't really concern me on like that much, but I just know that they are very successful in what they do. Whether they're selling the back issues, the wall books, the statues, they sell literally everything. So it's just a shame that the only spot that consistently is not selling well is New Comic Book Day.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I was looking for I wasn't 100% sure if Scar 2 came out this week because I know that's another one I was looking to pick up and they didn't have that one either. So I wasn't able to read that one or Kong. I got
John Johnson on the Joker, buddy. JD, thank you.
I should have Kong read for tomorrow's live stream though. I'm not 100% on Scar 2, but Kong should be read. Oh, it's funny. Don Johnson said Junkyard Joe. I picked it up. I'm not caught up in the series, but that was also the last one on the shelf. And I'm not caught up because I missed out on a few other issues. They had to order it for me. So that's a shame. But I agree with Jay. Thoroughly enjoyed the Nasty. I'm a John Lees fan. I'm also a John Lees fan. I think he's a really good horror writer. The first issue, I wasn't sure if the artwork really matched the writing style that well, so I was a little unsure on that. But after reading the second issue, I think it works very well, and I think it was a solid issue.
Cool. All right. So Don Johnson missed out on Deep Dark. Okay.
It's crazy as it sounds. I mean, unless if you're a big comic shop, like I mean, I don't know, like what Golden Apple, like the New York City ones and probably the California ones. I mean, this is dating back from when I was in Oklahoma. Most of those shops didn't get a lot of New Comic Book Day issues outside of Marvel and DC, especially if you didn't order them. And now that I'm moved back home, and I've seen what some of the shops did have compared to years ago to now, they have heavily cut back. And I don't blame them. I mean, if you're buying all these books and they're just sitting on the shelves, realistically, if they don't move that day or that week, they're not going to sell.
No, that's a very good point. I agree with you there.
So as much as I love these books and I would love an opportunity to read a bunch of like a bunch of the new comics, from a business perspective, I totally get it. It's a shame because that is my interest, but you have to successfully run a business. And if that's your only downfall, then you got to do what's best for you. It comes down to me actually ordering them or not.
So John Spilios has a good question.
Does anyone know why that? Probably because it's RuneScape, and for whatever reason, people are still obsessed with RuneScape. I don't know if you tuned into. Was it I think it was Tuesday streams, man. I was talking about my old roommate from tech school that was obsessed with RuneScape. I'm not going to tell the story again because it was kind of a long one. Because the dude was just like, he was not that good of a person. He kept failing every test. He kept getting washed back week after week, and that's all he did was play RuneScape. That's all he ever did. Oh man. I don't know. I was saying I don't know what he's doing with his life now, but I can only imagine he got kicked out of the military because he got kicked out of the job because he kept failing. He just kept getting washed back and they didn't know what to do with him, and they put him in a different job. And then I graduated and never to be seen again.
Right. He's probably still playing RuneScape.
He was playing the original, like the OG RuneScape, and he sat there for hours. I'm talking, like, I know I've had friends that play video games for hours at a time. I'm talking, I would leave, I would come back, and he's in the same spot. I would go to my classes, come back, same spot. He just, unless if he had work to do around whatever the area was, like the living area, because if you're not in classes, they make you sit at the desk, they make you clean. But if he doesn't have a shift, that's all he did. He never went anywhere or did anything.
Wow. I think that might be a little obsessive compulsive. All right. So next up, we have Uncanny X-Men number 133 from 1980. This one's copped out on us. That's the back of it, my friend. Do we not have the front? So this one is a little bit worn. 4.5 to 5.0. First solo Wolverine cover and story. And we have the one available for $60. It hopefully should be right next to it. I don't know. Yeah, Marcus, it is. So it's definitely a little worn. So that's why we gave it a 4.5, 5.0. All right, there we go. So we took a scan of the back. I said, yeah, CG, you're right. So yeah, it's probably a reader's copy. No, sir. No, we wanted to show the back because it does have staining on it. So yeah, Jeff Wedding, right? So yeah, that's why we scan the back. All right, so we have this available for $60. It is a 4.5, 5.0, first solo Wolverine story. All right, then next up, we have Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider Special number 1 from 1991. It is a one-shot Michael Golden cover, Roy Thomas story, and we have this one available for $6.
Not to get off topic on these books really quick, but I still see people talking about the free comic book day stuff. I was talking to my shop actually about that today. I said, did you see like some of these books are going for like still $20? And he was like, I don't care. He said it's a really tough situation because the one in specifically I was talking about was the Gamerverse one with Spidey and Miles on the front cover. And he's like, no matter what you do, you're not going to please people. He said it's the same thing with New Comic Book Day because he brought up the Spider-Man 7. He's like, we get these copies. They could be selling on eBay for $25, $30. We'll charge $10, and people are still going to be upset about it because it's a brand new book and it should be cover. And he's like, but it's our book that we purchased. We should, And I told him, I said, yeah, you guys should be able to do whatever you want with them. Right. But he just, same thing with the free comic book day. He said we've charged in the past, and like charged as in, for example, say you get 5 books for free, and then anything after that's going to be X amount of money. And he's like, it upsets literally so many people by doing that. So we just say we're going to limit you to 4 books or 5 books, and that's it. You can't get any more. You can't get any whatever. But yeah, I told him, I said, you can't please everybody. You just need to look out for, you pretty much. So that book was selling. I think there's another book that was selling for like $20, and I just don't understand it. It's a free comic book day book. It's a preview. It's this, it's that. But for everyone watching, like, please don't spend that type of money on these books. They're easily going to drop. Look at the Stray Dogs. Look at the House of Slaughter. Those books that people were selling for that price, they're literally worthless now. And to be honest, these are probably going to be the same way. The Game Reverse one I get because there's a big gamer community, but not every shop even got that. You don't know the print level, like the what was it? The print amount on these books. It's not limited. They could just release a lot more if they really wanted to. So I wouldn't be spending a lot of money on these books at all.
Right. I got you.
Just my
I would
opinion.
agree with you there, buddy. All right. So, oh my gosh, look at that. I space out again. All right, here we go. So now we have Darkhold number 2, number 3, and number 4 from 1992. All 3 books, and we have it for $5. All right. Hey, Karen. Thanks for joining us. All right. So then next up, we have X-Men Volume 5, number 18 from 2021. David Nakayama variant. The Storm Virgin cover. Let's see. Unknown Comic Books, Comic Traders, and Street Level Hero exclusive cover. And we have the one available for $20. Then we have Marvel Action Spider-Man Volume 2, number 1 from 2020. This was published by both Marvel and IDW. Spider-Man, Ghost Spider, and Miles Morales cover. And we have the one available for, you got it, Triple B. I got you down for the Darkhold. All right. All right. So then the Marvel Action Spider-Man number 1 from 2020. We have this one available for $5. There we go. All right.
Marvel Action's a really cool read. For anyone that's interested in that. It's not, I think it's mainly designed for kids, but I don't think it really is just for kids from what I've read.
All right. So then next up we have Marvel Tales Volume 2, number 73 from 1976. Reprints Amazing Spider-Man number 92, Iceman appearance, and we have one available for $6. All right. Then we have First Strike number 1, 2017, Hasbro comic book event. Hasbro crossover event featuring Transformers, G.I. Joe, ROM, Micronauts, and Mask. And we have the one available for $5. I told you these were priced to sell. All right. And now we got some of the 1/100 retailer incentives. All right. So Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 1 in 100 retailer incentive by John Romita Jr. And we have it available for $100. Give JD a minute to find that one.
From today.
There you go.
Allegedly, something big happens with Mary Jane in this issue. I didn't read it, but apparently something big happens.
All right, and I love these personally because I'm a Disney file, if you will. Okay, my daughter is too. Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 1 in 100 retailer incentive. It is one of the Disney 100s, and it's black and white. Love this cover.
I do too.
And we have it available for $120. It is a 1 in 100 retailer incentive. All right. Then we had Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 1 in 50 ratio retailer incentive. Greg Land by Greg Land. And we have this available for $30. You know, my favorite thing about Allentown is always Dorney Park.
Man, I haven't been to Dorney Park in years upon years.
I haven't been there since I was a small boy. Never ended up taking my daughter there. I don't know why.
I worked there for a little bit. That was, I think, my first job. My first real job was at Dorney Park.
They now have a big dinosaur thing. I like it. like
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah. Last time I looked on their site. So then we have Amazing Spider-Man number 25, a 1 in 25 ratio retailer incentive. It's by McGinnis, and we have this available for $15. Mary Jane, obviously. All right. Then we have Extreme Venomverse number 1, 1 in 50 ratio. The orange cover by you. And we have this available for $25. All right, and then we have Extreme Venomverse number 1, 1 in 25 ratio by Reese, and we have that available for $20. I love that cover too. All right.
This one has a first appearance in it too. If anyone is interested. I don't remember. It's Venom. It's like a samurai Venom. This is split up into 3 stories. It's like 3 short stories spread across like 30 something pages, but one of them is a samurai Venom.
Right. All right. So last 3 books, all Green Lantern. Got Green Lantern number 1, 1 in 100 ratio retailer incentive by Zermanico. And we have that available for $90. That's an awesome cover.
It's a good issue too. I actually really enjoyed it.
All right. Then we have Green Lantern number 1, 1 in 50 retailer incentive ratio by Cologne. And we have that available for $25. All right. And then finally, we have Green Lantern number 1, 1 in 25 Sampier. And we have that 1 in 25 ratio retail incentive. And we have that available for $15. All right. So how much time we got left? All right. So I'm gonna blow through and try to do a real quick recap here.
I have the Spider-Man pages if you want to go through those real quick.
Oh, yeah. Are they our pages? I don't even. Oh, yeah. Okay. So without Nick in here, because I've been hermetically sealed into the room, I'm assuming these pages will be available on next Friday original art show at 7 p.m. Eastern. So take a look. I don't have the list on me.
Looks like Spider-Man 7.
The rest of my colleagues are terrified to walk in here.
Yes, he's got the entire issue of the first appearance of Spider-Boy up for sale.
Okay. Thank you, JD.
So now a real quick question about this. So when you have this, is this like a 1 of 1? Is this the only one in existence?
Yes.
It's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
All right. So that is correct. First Spider-Boy. All right. Cool. All right. So that will be Friday night, 7 p.m. on The Experience with Nick and Original Art. Even if you're not a buyer of original art, guess what? It's great stuff to look at. And yes, that is a lot of pages. If Nick has the entire issue to show. Marcus, too funny.
Scan them on a copier, and no one will ever know.
Right. All right. So here we go. We got 4 minutes, so I'm gonna have to blow through this. All right. So JD, let's start with Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine number 1. All right. So we have the one available for $26. Then we have Fantastic Four number 211 from 1979. 9.2 or higher, first appearance of Terrax. We have one available for $86. Then we have Hulk number 324, from 1986. 9.2 or higher, second appearance of Grey Hulk, and we have the one available for $40. Then we have Hulk number 228 from 1978. 9.2 or higher, first appearance of Moonstone, and we have the one available for $75. Then we have Superman, the Man of Steel, number 18, 1992. 9.2 or higher, first appearance of Doomsday, and we have that one available for $45. Then we have New Teen Titans number 10 from 1981. Second appearance of Deathstroke. All of these are 9.2 or higher, and we have the one for 25. Then we have Superman number 4 from 1987. First appearance of Bloodsport, 9.2 or higher, and we have that one available for 25. And then we have Action Comics number 521 from 1981. 9.2 or higher, first appearance of Vixen, and we have the one available for 80. And then we have Commandy number 1 from 1972. These are also very hard to find 9.2s. And we have the one available for 125. And all right. And then we had Judge Dredd number 1 from 1983. 9.2 or higher. First appearance of Dredd in a U.S. comic. And we have the one available for 90. And we have Batman Black and White number 1 and number 5, both comics. Number 1, Capullo cover. Number 5, Lee Weeks cover. And we have both books for $10 total. Then we did Uncanny X-Men number 133 from 1980. This is a weaker condition. 4.5, 5.0. There is a stain on the back cover. First solo Wolverine cover and story, and we have the one available for 60. Then we did Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider Special number 1 from 1991. It's a one-shot, Michael Golden cover, Roy Thomas story, and we have the one available for $6. Then we have X-Men Volume 5 number 18, 2021, David Nakayama variant. David Nakayama Storm Virgin cover, Unknown Comic Books, Comic Traders, and Street Level Hero exclusive cover. And we have one available for 20. Thanks, Dwayne's a pain, buddy. All right, so then we have Marvel Action Spider-Man Volume 2 number 1 from 2020. Published by both Marvel and IDW. Spider-Man Ghost Spider, and Miles Morales cover. And we have $5. Then we have Marvel Tales Volume 2, number 73 from 1976, reprints Amazing ASM number 92, Iceman appearance. And we have it for $6. Then we have First Strike number 1 from 2017, Hasbro comic book event, Hasbro crossover event featuring Transformers, G.I. Joe, Ron, Micronauts, and Mask. And we have the one available for $5. And then we have Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 1:100 ratio incentive by John Romita Jr. And we have that available for $100. Then we had Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 1:100 Disney 100 black and white cover. I love this one. And we have it available for $120. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 1:50 ratio Great Land cover. And we have available for $30. And then we have Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 125 McGinnis cover by McGinnis, and we have it available for $15. All right, Preston, you got it, buddy. X-Men number, got it. You got it, my friend. Let's see, Preston. All right, you got it, Preston. All yours, buddy. All right. Oh, where did I leave off now? Okay, so Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 150 Land. Oh, I did that right. With MJ on the cover, 150 ratio. We have available for $30. And we have Amazing Spider-Man number 25, 125 ratio. McGinnis. And we have available for $15. Is this the McGinnis one? Yes, it is. I'm sorry. Okay, and then Extreme Venomverse number 1:50 ratio by you, and we have it for $25. Then Extreme Venomverse number 1:125 ratio by Reese, and we have for $20. And then we have Green Lantern number 1:100 by Shermanico, and we have that available for $90. then Green Lantern number 1 in 50 ratio by Cologne, and we have that available for $25. And then we have Green Lantern number 1 in 25 ratio by St. Pierre, and we have it available for $15. And that's it, all over time. Alec, buddy, have a good rest of the week.
You too, man. Feel better. Hopefully it's not COVID.
Yeah, thank you. I forgot for about 10 minutes, but thanks.
You're welcome. I'll shoot you a text later, too.
All right. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Be safe, stay well. We will be back on Monday for our regular show with our buddy Rock and Robbie, and then back on Wednesday with our buddy AR. And don't forget the entire book, First Appearance of Spider-Boy, original art on Friday, 7 p.m. on the Experience. So thank you, Easy Go Lucky. All right, see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Did you know that every Experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out, twitch.tv/the